The dual case. Alright guys, let's get rolling into this. Good luck to everybody. Team list on the right over at camera bottom left hand corner. I know most of you are probably going to watch this back on the VOD, so hope everybody had a good night's rest. Hopefully everybody is enjoying themselves. Oh. Good luck to everyone. Do the hobby case first, then the jumbo case. We will not do number 4 to, well, I guess now it's getting into the morning if you're in the East Coast, but we'll do that one tomorrow night. So a little bit earlier. We might have another break posted. We'll definitely have a break that has some pristine in it for a mixer. I don't know if we'll have more Series 1 or not tomorrow. Alright, good luck to everybody. One autograph or memorabilia in hobby boxes, so we're looking out for that. We're going to have Lindor. Oh man, this box is dry. Merrill on the 91 there. The dry boxes start. Whew. It's like the 1920s with liquor. And Joe Rock on the foil. Christian Yelich on the greatest hits. Ooh, Corbin Carroll on the true photo. Nice hit there. And that's going to go to the Diamondbacks. And Jordan DeGroff. Oh, we got Pujols right there. Shad Mayfield. The big unit Randy Johnson right there in the 1991. So I'm going to get a memorabilia here. It's going to be Owen Casey for the Cubs. Not a bad one. Base memorabilia. On the player worn. It's going to go to Joe Riddle and the Cubbies. First auto or memorabilia hit. Semien on the greatest hits. Alright, come on. Let's see if we can get another decent number card or something on the back end here. Big ticket player, Ellie. Carson Seymour and then Jake Fraley. Oh, TJ Friedel. Jake Fraley on the silver. Fraley, I mean, whatever the name is. Silver pack rolling. We have Ellie, Juan Soto, Cal Ripken, and Parker Messick. 94 out of 99. Little closer's luck there going to the Guardians. Last team, Hunter Edwards on the green. On the Parker Messick, 94 out of 99. Whoops, wrong side. Alright, let's get into the second box of the hobby case. Got Matt Olson on the pink paper. Nice hit there. Yeah, Julio Rodriguez. Yeah, Vladdy Daddy, Bubba Chandler right there. Brian Abreu. So Dene Rafaela on the greatest hits. Walk-off 2-run blast. 98 out of 99. Going to go to Gabriel Quesada. And the Red Sox. Cool card. Cool card if you're a Sox fan, for sure. Just the greatest hits cards are like a cool concept. They're not, I don't think they're going to sell for a lot, but I think they're cool for, like, if you're going to PC something, like, I think those are cool cards to PC, in my opinion. Just because, like, I mean, that's a moment as a fan that you would remember, like a walk-off or whatever else. And Corbin Carroll. Like, for an insert, I think they're a cool concept. I don't think the market's going to go crazy for them, but I think if it's something you enjoy, I think those are cards you can pick up at the nice PC items. Alicia Newman. Got Frank Thomas on the 1991. Second box here, and we're going to get Brandon Sprout for the Mets. On the baseball stars, it's going to go to Jason Mammer Cox on the auto on the Sprout. A lot of hype around him, man. He has a good arm. Just, I don't think he was super effective when he came up last year. But I know he was dicing kids up in the minors. Shoeless Joe Jackson. Yeah, Fuentes. Addison Barger or Shane Smith. Alright, let's get into the silver pack of box 2. We got Will DeThrill, Clark, Frank Thomas, Imanaga, and Chase Burns. Box 3 of the hobby case. All right, box 3, guys. Good luck to everybody. Otani on the big ticket players. Byron Buxton on a 1991 insert. Jesus Luzardo on the foil. Cody Bellinger. $30 out of $75, Anthony Siegler. A black border. Got Jeff Bagwell and then Kevin Gausman. Jose Ramirez. Yeah, Pedro Martinez. McLean, we have Wisenhunt. It's going to be the memorabilia autograph for this box for the Giants. That's going to go to Brian Thomas. I have James Wood. Got Chipper Jones. Chase Burns. Jackie Hornung. Got Bryce Matthews on the foil. Hey, how you doing, Brian? We got Bryce Matthews, Cal Raleigh, Cabrera, and Flatty Daddy on that silver pack. Yeah, I figure I'd knock out at least a dual case because tomorrow I want to post at least a mixer with Pristine in it. I didn't get enough. I only got one case of Pristine, so I can't really run just a case break because I have to have some for the shop. But I want to run a mixer of Pristine tomorrow. Probably just going to be random teams with some other stuff, but I don't want to, because that releases tomorrow, I don't want to have this dual clogging everything up. I looked at the list, like for the most part it's people that have been in breaks before. Like I think Chris Wilkerson's relatively new and Jeremy Hutchinson, and then Daniel Hayes is new. But he, I think, is working nights or something, so he said he'd be up. Everybody else is kind of like a regular. They'll watch the VOD. A lot of guys don't watch it live. I think Dayal, I think that's how you say her name, might be up still. But Heath Dugan will watch live, but he'll also be, I think, be okay with the VOD, hopefully. Kind of. I mean, Messick and Sproat both have a chance to be decent. There's obviously the true photo Corbin Carroll. Those always do really well. Nothing super crazy though. Like nothing. You'd be like, wow. The last hobby case had a 101 Juan Gonzalez, and then had a Lawrence Butler patch auto. Like one of those ones that used to be super rare but aren't as rare now. Can't think what they're called. We have bets on the 1991. Aaron Judge on the 2025 All Tops team. I have the foil Ohtani. Got J-Rod. Yeah, and the random case was a 101 autograph, a 1991 insert of Juan Gonzalez. We can get a patch auto here, a Wyatt Langford. 2 out of 25. On the orange. I'd say this is a pretty nice card. For the Rangers and Heath Dugan. Took the Rangers as a secondary team after taking the Dodgers and at least gets rewarded on one of the two. So nice hit there on the orange. Got Betts. Which is like crazy. Well, there's a Wizenhunt memorabilia up there. I was gonna say. Still getting hits, Brian. We got Colson Montgomery on the yellow out of 399. Nice hit here for the White Sox. And Craig Thompson. A lot of people are really high on Colson Montgomery. I don't know. I still can't figure out how I feel about him. I was high when he was like drafted. And in Bowman, and then I don't know, he just doesn't really impress me in the minors. Like, I don't think he did anything crazy when he got called up, but a lot of people like him. I'm not sure about him. We got Nick Kurtz there on the greatest hits. Andrew McCutcheon on the pink paper for the Pirates. Going to go to Evan. Bobby Witt Jr. We have Dylan Beavers. Yeah, I have Casey Schmidt on the foil. And I mean, obviously, I want every guy to like outperform whatever their projection is because it makes, if it's a good rookie class, it makes selling baseball cards easier. Like, oh, did he end up hitting that many home runs? See, that's how much I paid attention to him at the back end of the year. We have Juan Soto, McGuire, Schmidt, and Christian Moore. So my mistake. I guess he did play a lot better than I thought. What'd he bat, though? Because I normally try to look at batting average a little bit. I know that's like old school, but I'm gonna look. I mean, I guess 239 was his on base percentage. Yeah, I guess in 255 at bats, when you're averaging about a home run every 10 at bats. Yeah, his OBS plus wasn't bad. I mean, 130. You know what? I guess there is a lot to be excited about if he can fix his batting average. I guess that makes sense why there's a bunch of hype around him. I guess if people chase J-Rod and I mean Wits obviously and J-Rod were a little bit younger, but I guess if you're gonna chase guys that hit 20 plus home runs their rookie season, he'd be at the top of that list. Of guys that like I guess are like middle tier but have a potential to be crazy. Just hold right. So he's 24. Guess that's not super old. Alright, let's get rolling into box 5. Got Cal Raleigh. Yeah, I know his minor league stats weren't great. I guess I just assumed they called him up because they suck, and he didn't perform better than the minors. We have J-Rod on the All 2025 Topps team. Colton Cowser on the foil. Like I said earlier, there's no way the White Sox could stink as much as they have the last couple of years. Like, they've historically just stunk up the joint. We have Kyle Teo for the White Sox. That's going to go to Craig. There's Mark McGuire. Got Corbin Carroll. Got Mookie Betts on the yellow, and that's going to be 133 out of 399. Gavin Williams on the gold paper. I'm still shocked we haven't seen a home field advantage or anything like that yet. We have Bobby Witt Jr. in the 1991. Style and Smiles. Got Gavin Williams, 80 out of 2026. Let's get into the silver pack. Frank Thomas, Melton, Vladdy Daddy, and Ripken. I mean, I would say so. We're 3.5 cases in and haven't seen either one. Got Bobby Witt Jr. in the 1991 right there. Alex Freeland, Tatis in the 91. Alex Freeland on the gold paper is going to be out of 2026. Jonathan India on the foil. Freeland here, 497 out of 2026. Greatest hits Ohtani. Ooh, Parker Messick on the team border for the Guardians. Getting some more closers luck is Hunter. Yeah, Otto Kemp. Tony Hawk, Mickey Moniak. You have Yelich on the 91. James Wood on the memorabilia. What are the Nationals and Will Yunkin? Acuna. Riley Green in a 1991. Holy smokes, there's a gap here without anything. Big ticket player. Teal. Ruiz on the foil. Halfway through the first case, Melton, Lindor, Ichiro, and Randy Johnson. All right, let's get in the box. I'm sorry to move piles of base or whatever. Get rolling. Michael Bush. A 68 out of 150, Nolan Arenado. That's a guy that's, I thought was going to be for sure like a first ballot Hall of Famer, but I think he's going to end up being Kind of that Scott Rowland situation if you don't hit some more home runs. Where he'll get in, but he's not gonna. I don't think he's gonna be a first ballot guy. I think he's gonna have to earn his way in. Over time, we have Calvin Sampson. Chase Burns on the big ticket player. Quinn Priester on the foil. Bubba Chandler on the 1991. And we got Manny Machado on the memorabilia. Greatest hits, Buxton. Yeah, Ricky Henderson, 1991. Cole Young on the 91. Logan Gilbert on the gold paper. Vladdy Jr. on the big ticket. Giolito. Adam Frazier for the Royals on the silver. Got Gilbert out at 2026. The Mariners. Into the silver pack. Mike Piazza, Ken Griffey Jr., Seager, and Jonah Tong. It's going to be box 8. Alright, guys. We got Melton there. Yeah, Bregman. Cal Raleigh. 2025 all tops team. Yeah, Jackson Holiday on the foil. Got Owen Casey. Got Luis Morales, 93 out of 150 for the Athletics. That's going to go to Bo Vincent. On the autograph, we got Ramirez. Checking us back into some stuff. Then we have Randy Johnson on the Ken Griffey Jr. profiles. Bo Jackson. Hey, how you doing, Wesso? Mookie Betts there on the big ticket player. Ronald Acuna Jr. 249 out of 399 on the yellow foil. Yeah, Samuel Basallo. Andrew McCutchen. Nolan Shiano, 16 out of 250. On the purple foil. Jack Caglianon for the Royals. Colby Thomas. We have Cam Devaney for the Pirates. Otto Kemp, Ozzie Smith, Brady House, and Colby Thomas for the A's. On the blue chrome from the silver pack, 143 out of 150. A little bit off center, but that's okay. Just a little OC. Let's get into box 9. Alright, guys, let's get into box 9. McLean on the 91. Jazz Chisholm Jr. Got Nick Kurtz on the foil and TJ Friedel. PCA. And we got a City Connect Manny Machado. On the relic. Going to the Padres and Mark Gawinski. Got Sandberg there on the 91. Big ticket, Bryce Harper. One out of 399. Going to go to the Mariners, Cal Raleigh. I think. Alvarez. Jackson Churio. Foil for the Padres. And that's going to be box 9 minus the silver pack so far. Craig Biggio, Will Clark, Ritter, and Miggy Cabrera. Silver packs have been pretty tough, to be honest. let's get in the box 10. Yeah, Scooble on a 91. '25 All Tops team, Bobby Witt Jr. JT Ginn on the foil. 91 Arenado. Rafael, we have Andrew Benintendi on the 71 out of 99 for the White Sox on the City Connect. Guess Brian was right. The White Sox are relentless in the product. Got PCA on the Griffey profiles. Stephen Kolak on 1941 out of 2026. We got James Wood. League leaders: Schwarber, Ohtani, Soto. 3 out of 99 going to go to the Phillies. And Chris Wilkerson. We have CJ Kafus. Raleigh. Hank Aaron on the profiles, the Ken Griffey profiles. Colson Montgomery on the 91. Elliot Ramos. On the foil. Got Arenado, James Wood, Jose Ramirez, and Shota Imanaga. Alright, let's get in the box 11. In the box 11 we go. Ooh, Samuel Basallo on the purple foil, 77 out of 250. Nice hit for the Orioles. And Craig Thompson probably has the most potential upside out of anybody in the product. As like nobody's really, I haven't really seen too many people talk about him too much, and he absolutely hit nukes in the minors. So Jacob Wilson on the 1991. David Peterson. Got Brady House, 17 out of 50. Nice hit for the Nationals. Let's go to Will Yunkin. And the Nats. Cal Ripken Jr. Ritter. Ooh, Bryson Stott. For the Phillies on the 1991 base autograph. That's going to go to Chris Wilkerson. Bryce Matthews. Suzuki. We got Caglianon. Buxton, Langford, Brady House, and Ryan Ritter on the silver pack. The final box of the hobby case. Good luck to everybody on the final box. All right, final box of the hobby case. Good luck to everybody. We have Estrada out of 2026. We have Yant. Zaro Estrada, 1565 out of 2026. Aldis Chapman, 2025 All Tops team. We got Xander Bogaerts. Or yeah, Don Mattingly for the Yankees. Going to go to Boomer. On the green. 75 out of 99. Nice hit for Boomer. Mr. Baseball's what they call him, right? That's a guy that should probably be in the Hall of Fame based on some other players getting in. Aaron Judge. 1991. A big ticket Roman Anthony. Six out of 99 on the vintage stock. Kyle Karos. There's been, I personally think there's a lot more stuff that's off-centered, but from what I've seen, but I think we might have been lucky on some cases last year because we didn't have a lot of stuff that was like super off-centered or like bad quality. Got Schwarber on the moments. I believe that's at the Home Run Derby. Yeah. Or maybe that's the All-Star game where they had to swing off, right? That's what they did. We got Joe Rock, former Rockies prospect. Purple foil. 4 out of 250 for the Rays. That's going to go to Daniel in his first break. Acuna Jr. on the profiles. Corey Seager on the 91. Valencia on the foil. That's going to be the hobby case. Except for this last silver pack, and then we'll get into the jumbo case. Chipper Jones, Yelich, McLean, and Wisenhunt on the silver pack chrome. Right into the jumbo case here. 2 silver packs. Alright, guys, let's get into the jumbo. We have Addison Barger on the foil, Thomas, Betts, we got PCA on the yellow foil. Just gonna go to the Cubs. Out of 399, 345 out of 399. Firing up some more top loaders here. And then we're going to have our memorabilia. Remember, it's one autograph, one memorabilia. It's going to be Tarek Skubal. On the base memorabilia for the Tigers. And then we have Caglianon on the sand glitter. Basalu, McCutcheon on the greatest hits. We got Brian Abreu on the foil. Yelich on the 91. Acuna on the greatest hits. Ronnie Mauricio on the sand glitter. Riley Green on the 91. JCAG on the Griffey profiles. You got CJ Kafus on the pink. Guardians and Hunter. Jonathan India on the foil, Beltre and Sampson. Paul Skeens on the foil, Jackson, and then Chase Burns. We're going to have CJ Kafus. The Guardians on the green foil. Autograph. Nice hit. Closer's luck for Hunter Edwards. Just what we're going to have to call it. We got Gabriel Moreno on the sand glitter. Ohtani on the 91. And then Michael Bush on the greatest hits. Jonah Tong on the foil. Bregman on the 91. Cal Raleigh on the 2025 All Tops team. Ben Williamson on the gold out of 2026. It Takes Two. Sand glitter. And we have Casey and Johnson. It Takes Two is the Mets card, I guess. Ben Williamson for the Mariners. And that's going to be a 1465 out of 2026. We have Trevor Larnach on the sand glitter, Cole Young, Vladdy Jr. That's going to be Kyle Karos. This is the last card. Looking at the 2 silver packs. Got Will Clark, Frank Thomas, Corey Seager, and Jonah Tong. Jacob Melton, Francisco Lindor, Brady House, and Ryan Ritter. into the second jumbo. Alright, let's get rolling. So we're going to have our first golden mirror. This is going to be Nick Gonzalez. For Pirates, the back is crazy. That's going to go to the Pirates and Evan Kovanuk. It's wild on the golden mirror. The whole back is just golden, I guess. Hop into it. We have Mickey Mantle and Juan Soto. Got Bubba Chandler on the sand glitter. Yamamoto and Jackie Robinson on the profiles. Good old Jackie. Carlos Rodon. Melton, the all tops team. Skeens. Got Nick Kurtz on the memorabilia, going to go to the A's. We got Riley Green on the sand glitter, J-Ram and Gunner. Got Troy Melton out of 50. 19 out of 50 for the Tigers and Lenny. Got Will Vest on the foil. Roberto Clemente and Juan Soto. Reed Detmers on the foil. We have O'Neal Cruz, Jacob Mizorowski. Kyle Backus on the foil. Oh, we got a redemption. Who's the redemptions in this? Flagship Real One autograph. Colson Montgomery. Oh, the base parallel. That's going to go to the White Sox and Craig Thompson. We have Ryan Nelson on sand glitter, Will the Thrill on the 1991. Got Backus on the 817 out of 2026 for the Diamondbacks. We got Kyle Teal on the foil, Shota Managa, Jackson Churio. I do think Carson Williams is going to be a sneaky pickup this year to start the year at least. Oh, extra memorabilia. Other than the fact that Josh Smith is like stuck to him. Josh Smith on the sand glitter. Then we're going to have Bryce Matthews for the Stros. And that's going to go to Ruben Valdez. Got Christian Moore. And the greatest hits, Max Muncy. We have Ryan Jeffers on the sand glitter, Soto, and Paul Skeens. I don't even think it's going to take a couple more years, to be honest. I think they'll probably compete or be competitive, semi-competitive this year, assuming they can stay healthy. Got Betts, McCutchen, Don Mattingly, and Sandberg. Bo Jackson, Pedro Martinez, Jacob Mizorowski, and Sammy Sosa. Got a thick old boy in there. Alright, box 3 of the jumbo case. Tyler Freeman. Foil Dylan Beavers and Basallo. We have Warming Bernabel, and then we have Austin Riley on the City Connect with the Sand Glitter Max Fried. City Connect, Austin Riley, like I said, for the Braves. Bernabel on the 874 out of 2026. Altuve, Kurtz. Willie Adames out of 150 on the blue foil. Carson Weisenhunt. On the foil, we have Frank Thomas, Chapman, That's 140 out of 150. Max Schumann on the sand glitter. Shoeless Joe Jackson. Bobby Witt. Vladdy Jr. on the foil. Otto Kemp and Tony Hawk. Dylan Beavers on the foil. J-Rod and Bobby Witt. For the Yankees, we have Mark Teixeira. Heavy lumber autograph. Not numbered, but I'm assuming it's relatively low numbered. Going to the Yankees and Boomer Milton. Game used bat. Nasty. Now the sand glitter for the Mariners. Tatis and Ohtani. We have the 3 out of 25 Joe Adell on the orange sand glitter. Dolis Garcia, Mookie Betts, Aaron Judge. Got Christian Moore on the sand glitter, Nolan Ryan, and Mookie Betts. We're going to have Spencer Horwitz on the black. He's 67 out of 75 for the Pirates. We go to Evan. I didn't know Teixeira was from this area. We have Langliers, Jeter, Kyle Teal. Unless you're not from the area, Justin. I didn't realize Mark Teixeira was a Maryland or Virginia or Pennsylvania kid. Guess it could be New Jersey too, but I didn't know that. We have Ozzie Smith, Biggio, Bubba Chandler, and Bubba Chandler black. 9 out of 10. Nice hit there. Really nice hit. Let me know if you want to move that. I was going to say. We have Trey Turner, Otto Kemp, Alvarez, and Matt Chapman. Because I will be probably PCing Bubba. So, Evan, you let me know if you want to move that. Normally I don't ask to buy anybody's cards, but it's already here. It's already here. Doesn't hurt to ask. into It's crazy too, because Bubba Chandler, if he would have went to college to play football, he probably would be the #1 overall pick this year. If he ended up panning out how he was projected, because he was supposed to be the starting quarterback at Clemson, and he would be, I think, a senior this year. And the quarterback class is pretty horrendous, if I'm being honest. We have Ryan McMahon. We have Christian Yelich on the memorabilia. We have Shane Smith, Devers, and Kyle Schwarber. Ryan McMahon on the gold out of 2026. Edward Cabrera on the foil. Bagwell and Ramirez. Nick Castellanos on the sand glitter. Chase Burns. Hornung, however you say your name. Jimmy Crooks on the foil. Albert Pujols, Mayfield. Ronald Acuna Jr. out of 250. Dalton Varsho on the foil. Aaron Judge, Lindor. Purple Ronald Acuna Jr. 179 out of 250. We have Fuentes. Baseball Stars autograph for the Braves. That's going to go Brian Ward. We have Chad Stevens on the sand glitter. Merrill and Yelich. Have Dubon on the foil. Yount and Chapman. Sean Manaea on the aqua. Then we're going to have Gavin Sheets on the sand glitter. Lindor. Manaea on the aqua foil. TJ Friedel. Sand glitter Caglianon and Ellie. Matt Olson, Grant Taylor, Kefus, and Yamamoto. Ortiz, Yount, Tucker, and Henderson. Nah, after these 2 boxes, I'm not gonna run number 4. I'll run that tonight. I have to go to my government job. Go home, shower, change, and then go to work. Now, Will Warren on the foil, James Wood and Henderson. A little Mikey Trout action here for the Angels and James Gustin. Jacob Marcy, Williams, and Caglianon. We have Sean Murphy on the foil, Miguel Cabrera, and Pete Alonso. We have Pearson Ole. Gonna have a bat relic for Shohei, 42 out of 50. Probably gonna be the only pitcher with a bat relic. Nice hit there for the Dodgers. Tyler Stevenson, Chad Patrick, the Don, and profile. Tyler Stevenson out of 2026 on the gold. We're going to have Pearson Ole out of 399. Ryan Wu, foil Corbin Carroll, Alicia Newman. We got Bo Naylor on the foil, Cam Schlitter, and J-Rod. Got Ryan Howard on the throwback autograph, 1991 for the Phillies, and Chris Wilkerson. Nice hit there. Got Sanchez on the Sand Glitter. Vladdy Daddy and Machado. We have Jacob Melton on the foil. Got Ichiro and Kurtz. We have Hayden Birdsong on the Aqua and Trevor Rogers on the Sand Glitter. Song on the Future Stars, Skeens and Ellie. You got Colson Montgomery on the Sand Glitter, Fuentes and Soto. Got Jeter, Chipper Jones, McLean, Jonah Tong on the autograph. 295 out of 299 on the Silver Pack Auto. They sit there for the Mets and Jason. Got Yelich, Arenado, Wizenhunt, and J. Ram. Sounds good. Justin, have a good day, man. Last box of the break, guys. Alright, last box. Good luck to everybody. Daniel Schneemann on the foil, Chapman and Trout. We have Zach McKinstry. Tatis Jr. on the memorabilia. Zach McKinstry out of 399. The Tigers. And the league leaders, Schwarber and Judge. We Yeah, Tristan Peters. Roman Anthony, Jesse Eisenberg. Luis Angel Acuna on the Sand Glitter, Olsen and Cal Raleigh. Got Matthew Boyd on the foil, Tucker and Skeens. Troy Melton on the foil, Lawrence Butler and PCA. Got Riley Green on the pink. Got Mark McGuire for the Athletics going to Bo Vincent. The 1991 throwback. Otto, nice hit there. Got Riley Green on the pink. Andrew Vaughn on the Sand Glitter, Ortiz, Roman Anthony. You have Cal Raleigh on the foil, Alonzo and Otani. Got Joe Adele on the Sand Glitter, Freeland and Ichiro. Last little bit here, guys. We are going to have Carson Wisenhunt on the team border for the Giants. We're going to have Patrick Bailey, 1457 out of 2026. Mike Yastrzemski on the Sand Glitter. Larkin Marks. That's going to be the paper part of the final box in the silver packs. We have Fuentes, Swanson, J-Cag, and we're going to get a green Christian Moore for the Angels. 39 out of 99. It's going to go to James Gustin. And the Angels. And last pack of the break. Vladdy Jr., Casey Pujols, and Beltre. And that's going to be the break, guys. Let's do a recap of the hits. Congratulations those that hit. Those didn't. Hopefully better luck next time. Let's get rolling into this recap. Christian Moore on the green. From the silver pack, we have the gold paper Bailey. We are going to have the team border Wisenhunt. Riley on the pink border. Yellow foil McKinstry. We're going to have Tatis Jr. on the memorabilia. The aqua foil Birdsong Sigler on the black. We're going to have Ole on the yellow foil. We're going to have the gold paper Stevenson. We have the green greatest hits Rafaela. We have Mike Trout on the memorabilia. We have the aqua foil Mania. Carlos out of 99 on the vintage stock. We have Acuna Jr. on the purple foil. We're going to have the gold McMahon, the Yelich on the memorabilia, the black border Horwitz, and then we're going to have Wisenhunt on the memorabilia. Willie Adames on the blue foil. We're going to have the gold Bernabel, Riley on the memorabilia, Matthews on the memorabilia, Backus on the gold, Melton out of 99. We have Kurtz on the memorabilia, Williamson on the gold paper. Wood on the memorabilia, we're going to have the pink Cafus. We're going to have Scuball on the memorabilia, the yellow foil PCA, the purple foil Joe Rock, and Casey on the memorabilia. Estrada on the gold paper, the pink paper Olsen. It's yellow foil. Schwarber, we're going to have Kolick on the gold papers. At City Connect, Benintendi out of 99. Yellow foil Raleigh for the Mariners. Machado on the City Connect. We have the blue silver pack Thomas. Shiano on the purple foil. The yellow foil Acuna. We have Gilbert on the gold paper. Machado on the memorabilia. The blue foil Arenado. Freeland on the gold paper. Williams on the gold paper. The yellow foil Betts. Teal on the memorabilia. And McCutcheon on the pink. Let's get into what's on the hit board. All right. We got Ryan Howard on the base autograph 91 insert there. We have Samuel Vassallo on the purple foil. We're going to have Fuentes on the Baseball Stars autograph. We have the gold foil Brady House, Joe Adell on the orange sand glitter. We have the yellow foil Montgomery. Then we're going to have Messick on the team border. Otani out of 50 on the bat memorabilia. Stott on the base autograph. We have the true photo Carroll. We have Cafus on the green foil. We're going to have the green 1991 Don Mattingly for the Yankees. We have Bubba Chandler out of 10 on the silver pack black. We're going to have Wyatt Langford on the patch auto out of 25 orange. Colson Montgomery on the real one autograph. Base parallel. Messick on the green chrome. We have McGuire on the 91 auto. Jonah Tong on the chrome out of 299. Sprout on the Baseball Stars. We have the game used bat Mark Teixeira. Heavy lumber. On the auto, we're going to have the gold foil Nick Gonzalez and then Luis Morales on the blue Baseball Stars. That's going to be the break, guys. I appreciate everybody for joining. For those that did, congratulations. For those that didn't, hopefully a better luck next time. I will catch y'all tomorrow for number 4. We will throw